If the Warriors don't secure Lauri Markkanen, several alternative strategies are on the table. The Golden State Warriors have made it clear they covet Lauri Markkanen, and it's no secret in the NBA community. However, the Utah Jazz are steadfast in their demand for a significant return for the 27-year-old forward. Although Golden State possesses the necessary draft picks to pique the interest of Jazz executive Danny Ainge, the real question revolves around which young talents the Warriors are willing to sacrifice. The direction taken by GM Mike Dunleavy, particularly his commitment to nurturing Golden State's emerging stars, will be crucial in determining whether Markkanen dons a Warriors jersey in the near future. A key player in these trade discussions is sophomore Brandon Podziemski, whose potential has made him a favorite within the Warriors organization. The Jazz see Podziemski as a vital component of any trade for Markkanen, creating a significant point of contention. While Utah's front office views Podziemski as the linchpin for the deal, the Warriors are hesitant to part with the promising 21-year-old. His untapped potential and growth trajectory make him a valuable asset for Golden State's future. As negotiations reach a standstill, the resolution hinges on how much the Warriors are willing to compromise their youth development for the chance to acquire Markkanen. This impasse highlights the delicate balance between immediate aspirations and long-term investments, setting the stage for a pivotal decision that could shape the franchise's trajectory for years to come. The Golden State Warriors have set their sights on acquiring Lauri Markkanen, a move that has become one of the worst-kept secrets in the NBA. Despite the obvious interest from Golden State, the Utah Jazz are firm in their stance that the 27-year-old forward will only be traded if their specific demands are met. The Warriors possess the necessary draft capital to catch the eye of Utah's front office, particularly Danny Ainge, but the real question lies in which young talents from Golden State's roster might be included in the trade package. The decision of GM Mike Dunleavy will play a crucial role in this process, balancing the future potential of the Warriors' youth movement with the immediate impact Markkanen could provide over the next 5 years. A pivotal figure in these discussions is Warriors sophomore Brandon Podziemski. The Jazz see Podziemski as a key asset and want him as the centerpiece of any potential deal. On the other hand, the Warriors view the 21-year-old as a highly valuable part of their future, brimming with potential. This fundamental disagreement has led to a standstill in negotiations. However, the resolution of this impasse could shape the future of both franchises. The possibility of seeing Markkanen in a Warriors jersey hinges on these critical deliberations, with the potential to significantly alter the landscape of the NBA for years to come. Negotiations often reach a breaking point, but eventually, resolutions are found. There's a reasonable chance that the Jazz might lower their asking price or that the Warriors could concede, with the latter being more likely. Markkanen is an exceptional player, yet at 27, he doesn't align perfectly with Utah's focus on developing young talent. Conversely, the Warriors are keen on maximizing the remaining prime years of Stephen Curry and the tail end of Draymond Green's prime. While Podziemski shows great promise and winning qualities, he isn't quite at Markkanen's level. Acquiring Markkanen could be the significant boost the Warriors need to make a substantial leap forward. If the Warriors cannot secure a trade for Markkanen, other viable options exist in the trade market. It might be challenging for the Warriors to land another star of Markkanen's caliber, but Golden State remains in a strong position to make an impact in the Western Conference. The team is not far removed from its championship-winning form and continues to be a formidable contender. There are several other potential trade targets worth keeping an eye on, providing hope and inspiration for the Warriors' quest to stay competitive and aim for another championship run. 5. Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris recently secured a 2-year, $52 million contract with the Detroit Pistons in free agency, marking a move that, while expected, has brought a mixture of amusement and optimism. Known for his ability to secure lucrative deals, Harris leveraged his strong locker room presence to land a comfortable contract with the rebuilding Pistons. As a veteran, he is poised to guide the youthful roster, contribute to the local community, and enhance the team's three-point shooting. While some Philadelphia fans may react with disbelief, the signing holds promise for Detroit as Harris brings invaluable experience and leadership. However, considering the Pistons' ongoing rebuild, it's challenging to envision Harris completing his contract in Detroit. He stands as a key leader, but he's one among several veterans and unlikely to single-handedly transform the team's performance. As trade deadlines approach, Harris's name is expected to surface in discussions among contenders looking to bolster their rosters. For the Pistons, trading Harris for draft assets or high-potential prospects could be a strategic victory. Although Harris cannot be traded immediately, as his contract needs time to settle, by mid-season, teams like the Golden State Warriors could view him as a valuable addition. With his adept shooting, versatile defense, and ability to exploit mismatches, Harris could seamlessly integrate into a team rich in shooting talent and defensive prowess, setting the stage for his success as a multifaceted player. 4. Cam Johnson. The Brooklyn Nets have officially entered rebuilding mode after trading Mikal Bridges. The next logical step for them is to trade Cam Johnson, who was also part of the return package for Kevin Durant. Although Johnson might not be the most high-profile player on the market, he would be an exceptional addition to the Warriors' starting lineup, embodying the classic 3 and D-wing role with a modern twist. Standing at 6'8", Johnson boasts an impressive 39.1% success rate from beyond the arc on 6.1 attempts per game from last season. His shooting mechanics are impeccable, and his ability to quickly read the game makes him a valuable asset. Johnson has the speed to capitalize on defensive mistakes, cuts and relocates effectively, and willingly passes the ball, which would make him a perfect fit for the Warriors' dynamic offense. In comparison to Tobias Harris, Johnson is a more refined version. He's younger, more affordable, and has fewer noticeable weaknesses in his game. While he may not be a primary shot creator, Johnson is more than capable of driving to the basket and making plays off screens. His skill set extends beyond the typical 3 and D role, making him a versatile player. Due to his abilities and potential, acquiring Johnson will require a significant investment, possibly more than what Harris would command. However, Johnson's current contract, which is less than $25 million annually through the 2026-27 season, presents an attractive opportunity under the NBA's rising salary cap. If the Warriors can secure Johnson without overspending, it would be a strategic and inspired move to enhance their roster. 3. Zack LaVine. Golden State has previously shown interest in Chicago Bulls swingman Zack LaVine, yet they turned down a trade involving Andrew Wiggins and Chris Paul's expiring $30 million contract. This decision might be reconsidered if Lauri Markkanen doesn't end up joining the Bay Area team. The Warriors have a chance to reignite talks with the Bulls, who are keen on parting ways with their discontented all-star. LaVine, despite being a significant asset on the court, has been plagued by injuries and carries a hefty contract worth $138 million over the next 3 years, making other teams hesitant. However, with NBA salaries set to rise due to the new media deal, Golden State could see this as an opportunity to add a high-caliber player without losing major assets. LaVine's contract may seem daunting, but the potential benefits are substantial. The Warriors can strategically navigate the new collective bargaining agreement while acquiring a player who fits perfectly with their style of play. LaVine's shot-making ability, athleticism, and rim pressure are exactly what the Warriors need. Moreover, they can secure LaVine without sacrificing key players like Brandon Podziemski or Jonathan Kuminga, nor do they need to give up a first-round pick. This trade could transform Golden State, turning a questionable contract into a golden opportunity with a star player who could be pivotal for future big moves. LaVine just needs to stay healthy and show his defensive prowess to become an invaluable addition to the Warriors roster. 2. Trey Young. The Atlanta Hawks have taken a unique approach this summer, straddling the line between a complete rebuild and a strategic retooling. Despite Zachary Rizicher being labeled as one of the least impactful number 1 picks in a decade, his potential contributions as a rookie are highly anticipated. By trading DeJounte Murray for Dyson Daniels, Larry Nance Jr., and draft picks, the Hawks have cultivated a more balanced roster. This balance, however, leaves the team in a precarious position, not quite contenders in the Eastern Conference and without control over their own future draft selections due to previous trades with San Antonio. The path forward for the Hawks is murky, leaving fans and analysts alike questioning the franchise's true direction. Trey Young's patience is likely wearing thin amidst the consistent lack of progress. As a star player, he is not one to tolerate a prolonged rebuilding process, and the Hawks' complicated draft situation makes a complete teardown challenging. With San Antonio holding Atlanta's picks from 2025 to 2027, the idea of rebuilding seems daunting. However, allowing the team to flounder is not a viable option. One potential strategy could involve negotiating a deal to reclaim some of those picks from San Antonio, though this would require significant maneuvering and cooperation from other teams, possibly even involving the Golden State Warriors as a third party to facilitate the exchange. Imagining a scenario where Golden State could facilitate such a trade, perhaps involving their young prospects like Jonathan Kuminga or Moses Moody, brings an element of excitement. While it's unlikely the Warriors would consider trading for Trey Young due to the defensive challenges of pairing him with Stephen Curry, the offensive potential is undeniable. Young is a dynamic scorer and playmaker, capable of transforming any offense. If he could adapt to the Warriors' style and contribute off the ball, the combination of Young and Curry could create an unstoppable offensive force. While this idea may seem far-fetched, the unpredictable nature of the NBA means that with determination and creativity, even the most unconventional ideas have a chance to come to fruition. 1. Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler, a star with the Miami Heat, finds himself at a crossroads as contract negotiations stall. Despite his deep affection for Miami, the franchise seems hesitant to offer him a full max extension that would extend into his late 30s. As a result, Butler could potentially explore free agency next summer if talks remain stagnant. This scenario becomes even more plausible if the Heat, after consecutive seasons as the 8th seed, struggle early on. The current team dynamics in Miami have grown stale, and while head coach Erik Spoelstra is exceptionally talented, the roster around Butler and Bam Adebayo is showing significant weaknesses. Should Butler's trade rumors reignite midseason, the Golden State Warriors are poised to be leading contenders for his talents. Despite the risks involved, Butler's proven success in the playoffs makes him an attractive asset for a team aiming for championship glory. Golden State's environment could offset many of Butler's challenges, such as his lower three-point shooting volume, by surrounding him with sharpshooters like Steph Curry, Buddy Hield, and Brandon Podziemski. Additionally, while Butler might conserve energy during the regular season, Curry's leadership could maintain the team's momentum. The Warriors' core, which is also aging, aligns well with Butler's experience and competitive spirit, offering a clear timeline for contending. The potential synergy between Butler and Draymond Green would be remarkable, bringing an intense competitive drive to the team. If Butler does become available for trade, and assuming the Warriors don't include Markkanen in their roster, they would likely emerge as favorites to acquire him. This scenario could be a game-changer for Golden State, bolstering their pursuit of another championship and providing the perfect platform for Butler to showcase his relentless determination and leadership.